Hi guys, welcome back to Together with Jenny. My name is Jeanette, and in today's episode I'm going to put together 2 rain gauges for my property so we can start measuring water, especially now because it's autumn, so soon it will hit winter and we'll get some rain coming in. Yay! Alright, so I got these rain gauges. I had actually bought one previously from Bunnings, and unfortunately the 2x4 that I had it on, with the wind, with the moisture, and probably with white ants, it collapsed and it broke. So I decided to get 2 of them this time, put one on each corner of my block and see if there's a difference in variation of the rain to different spots in my property. So the first one I bought was this one, and the second one I bought this one because this is actually a really good cylinder. I like this one. It holds the rain, and you've got like a little um, measuring cylinder in the middle as well. So this is actually really good. So I'm going to put this on a couple of 2x4s. I'm going to do it properly this time. I'm going to get some timber protector. So hopefully this will help against white ants eating at my wood, and hopefully keep some of the moisture out as well. So let's get to it.
So I got this bit of wood from Bunnings, and I'm just literally just going to measure out the length of the wood, because I'm going to cut it in half. So I want to of the same size, same height, that kind of stuff, and I don't want to do a hand saw. So I'm going to be using an electrical saw to cut this baby in half, and I'm literally just going to mark it in the middle. And there's my dad that's just come into the picture. Hi, Dad. So before we start sawing, safety first, and I've got these sunnies from Safe Style. A lot of people in the mines are wearing them, and I love them. I think they're the most comfortable pair of sunnies. So safety first. Dad's going to give me a hand, and there I am with the electrical saw, and me just playing around with it for a little bit, and then we're gonna saw right through the middle, just through the guts. You can actually probably see Dad going, keep going, keep going, keep going, because I actually thought that the wood was actually cut in half. So yeah, so here I am having a bit of fun with the wood saw, and oh, there we go. I think she's through. Yep, having fun.
So if you haven't guessed, I'm actually at my parents' house, and I'm actually borrowing a lot of my dad's tools to do a lot of this kind of work. So Dad's got this little pen using Dad's little square off thing. So maybe I should actually go buy my own set of tools. But in the meantime, I'm using Dad's, and it's doing me just fine at the moment. So I'm just going to square the brace off onto the bit of the wood here, make sure it's squared, even, and hopefully we can start drilling in, and this shouldn't take too long, to be fair. So I've just marked the drill holes for the brace. Perfect. Okay, so I pre-drilled the holes in the wood, and these two will go on like so, and then hopefully they will just screw in to my pre-screwed holes. So this thing comes with screws, which is fantastic. Let's put you down here for a second. And it comes also with a rainfall chart as well, so you can start actually logging or how much rain you're getting as well. So yeah, it's pretty handy, to be fair. So we just want the screws. And then let's see, that can go in there, and then that one can go in there. Fabulous. I actually need to go get my glasses, my reading glasses, because I can't see what I'm doing. I'll be back. Now that I've got my glasses, I can actually probably, oh, look at that, I can actually see where the screw is. Okay, fabulous. So give that a little, that's partly in. And then I'll screw this one in as well. Whoop. Alrighty. Just be careful not to do that actually, because it can ruin the thread of the screw. So yeah. Boom. One's in. Give it some power, girl. All right. Cool. That's two in. Fabulous. All right, let's do the other side. Oh, this one's put the screws there. We'll put the screws there. We'll put some screws there. La da da. So this came from the old one. So as you can see, there's a bit of cobwebs on it. I probably should have cleaned it first, but it's quite easy to measure up the holes in these ones. If the holes don't match, they're on the wrong wrong ends. So that's pretty cool. Right. Stick this one in there. Fabulous. My nifty little drill. Okay. And right. Now let's get this one in as well. Oh, the joys of being a right-hander. Sometimes she's in. Yay! And she's in as well. Fabulous. Right. So with all that, so this actually comes out, and the wood is there to help protect it from getting broken. Unfortunately, it gets a little stuck. There we go. So it can come out, so you can actually measure your rain gauge. Now, I didn't want to make these bits of wood too, what's the word I'm looking for, too high, because I want to be able to go in there and actually measure it and get it and whatnot. And what I've noticed is that spiders love using these rain gauges as a house. And up in the bush, they're the big, ugly looking ones. Ooh, they're horrible. They're scary. So basically at the end of it, right, so at the end of it, this will slide in there. Perfection. That will go on top. And once this cylinder is level, then you can stick the top on as well. And then the rain will hopefully go into the cylinder, and you've got your overflow as well. And this way you can measure all that rain that we're going to get. Yay! So the next part is I've got to paint it to make sure that the termites don't get in there. So let's get to that part. So I actually got this on the net. I actually got this from Diggers, I believe it was. I think this cost me like $40 for this whole tub. So let's hope it does its job well. I gave it a little bit of a shake with the lid on, and let's see what happens. Now, from what I've seen on the web, that this should turn into like a bit of tar, so that will stop the white ants of chewing through. So it's really runny though, so let's see what happens. I've never used this product before, so I had to do some research on what I can use on my timber to stop moisture getting in and white ants. So let's give this a whirl. Now, knowing what my block's like in Lancelin, I know for a fact that it's a lot of limestone, so I'm not going to dig it down too far. So I reckon if I get it about even to here, that should be just fine. So I'll probably put a couple of coats on this. I'll let it dry in between and hopefully get it up to Lancelin and up to my block. As most of you saw on my social network, I have sold my caravan that I was living in because my house is getting close to completion. What I didn't realize was that people actually, I was actually quite surprised of how many people, especially on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, actually took interest to the caravan. I'm very impressed by that. However, it's gone to another person who can call that caravan home, and that's all that matters, because she did me well during the times of me actually trying to get a mortgage and whatnot. So in the meantime, I'm in between my house and potentially a friend's house in Ledge Point. So you might see his dog on the show a couple of times. He's got a beautiful American Staffy, beautiful dog. So you might see him up and around as well. And in saying that, there we go. Oops. So part 2, the next video, is where I'm going to locate them. Now, obviously, it's a rainwater tank, rainwater gauge. So obviously, you don't want them put next to anything tall, like a tall tree or anything like that, because you want to take some serious rainwater gauges. So there we go, guys. So the last thing you really want to do is put it under a tree or anything like that, but we'll go through that in the second part of this video. And there you go, guys. There you go, guys. It's as simple as that. I'm getting a rainwater gauge put together. Stay tuned for part 2.